out, friends? Welcome to another episode of Game Time with the Goss, powered by Grey Wolf Promotions. I'm your host, Brian Gossett, with GM Sports Media. My guest today is Whitesboro pitcher Avery Howerton, who just finished her sophomore season with the Bearcats and had a remarkable year, which capped off with the program's first trip to the state tournament. Avery, welcome to the show.
Hi.
I want to start off with the play that's already gone viral. You know what it is. Playing Kahoma in the state semis. Defending champ. Extra innings. You guys. I think the bases were loaded. Kahoma. Was kind of ready to walk it off. They had two chances to walk it off, and you turn this sort of a double play that you don't really see too often. You kind of run into you run to home plate and you kind of take this sort of weird dive head first into the plate and they're able to tag the runner for the second out to get out of the inning. Just what do you remember about that play? And then, I mean, when did you see it when you got on the bus? I mean, just take me through the whole thing.
Well, I mean, I wasn't really expecting that kind of play to happen right there. So, no one really was. But, on the bus, everyone was showing me it, and it was just like an amazing moment. I mean, if Melanie didn't like throw me the ball there, that play never would have happened. So,
Yeah, Mel Baldwin at first.
mhm.
And it was funny because you kind of took a second or two just laying there. Again, it's you guys are in extra innings. It's hot. Just it seemed like you were maybe taking a little breather, or maybe just happy that that play happened.
Yeah, I was really surprised, honestly. It just took me a second just like to process all of it.
And so, yeah, what did you think? Kind of going back to the hotel or back to school and just seeing that video kind of blow up there.
It was amazing. Honestly, it was just such a fun game. I just couldn't believe that the game had to end like that, but it was just amazing.
So yeah, kind of talk about this season. You guys made program history, first trip to the state tournament. You were right there with Kahoma again, defending champ. Um, just playing on that field at UT. Just what has this year been like?
It's been amazing. We started off a little rough, but then as the season like got going, we got better every single game. We practiced, and our seniors were amazing this year also. We're definitely gonna miss them.
Yeah, for you individually, just saw some numbers. You hit over 600, 60 hits, 55 RBI, 17 home runs. Pitched as well. Again, you were the ace of the program. But individually, what was your expectations for yourself going into your sophomore season?
I just knew that I had to try to be better than last year. Just always trying to get better and always working on something new every single day.
I didn't really check, but how many home runs did you hit last year as a freshman?
Like maybe like 5 or 8 or something like that. Not as many as this year.
Yeah, so you easily, uh, doubled it.
Yeah.
What what was kind of the biggest difference at the plate for you?
Just I was used to our community now. Freshman year is way different than sophomore year. And I knew that if we were going to make the state this year, I had to work even harder than I did last year.
I know, but did 17 even kind of surprise you when you finally saw that number?
Yeah, I did honestly. I would never expected myself to hit 17.
Well, I mean, how many pitchers really hit 17 home runs or more?
Not a lot.
Uh, we'll talk about this. You have several teammates from your select team that play for Melissa, and Melissa. I think a couple of them had 20 or more. Are you shooting for that 20 next year?
Definitely. I tried to get it this year, but they just kept on hitting them, and I tried to hit more, and then they just kept on going.
Yeah, sometimes when you get that many home runs, they just maybe try to walk you intentionally.
Yeah.
Talking with Avery Howerton, Whitesboro pitcher and power hitter. Um, I want to ask you about your head coach, Presley Galloway. I just missed her in 2013. I came in 2014, but 2013 she won state with Pilot Point, and now, of course, head coach at Whitesboro. Uh, just what's it been like as her as a head coach?
She's been an amazing head coach. I mean, she's taught me so much that I've never would have thought I've even like crossed by. I mean, she's been working with us forever. I mean, at practice, and sometimes we have team dinners, and she's like just still working with us.
Yeah, and she's sort of the similar with you, right? Because I believe she one was a power hitter, but um, at Pilot Point, didn't she pitch?
I think so.
So I mean, to have a coach like that that's similar to you, how helpful is that?
It's honestly it's really helping. I mean, because she knows exactly what I go through. Like if I struggle or something, she knows like how to help me with that stuff.
And then what kind of the leading up to state? Because I think even in 2013 they played at UT, but what was her message to you guys going to the state tournament? Because she had that experience prior.
Mostly just have fun. I mean, this is the first time making here and just lay it all out on the field.
And was that the first time you've been on the UT field?
No, it wasn't.
Okay. You probably had a couple camps.
Yeah, I've been on there about 5 or 6 times.
Okay. Um, so do you feel like that helped you in that moment, or was this sort
It
of different?
it definitely did help because you could tell some of the other girls were just a little bit nervous, but once the game got going, they were fine.
How do you think that'll help you, having gone to state this year and the season you had? How do you think that's going to help translate to next year?
I mean, we're definitely have more experience. I mean, just like last year, making to the fifth round gave us more experience for this year. So, I mean, we'll be playing on it already, and we should be better than last year, or at least be as good.
Um, when was the moment you felt like this year was a state title, a state tournament team? When did you feel like, okay, we can make it to
Mm,
state?
I mean, honestly, probably the first SNS game. I mean, that was such a good game. It was amazing, or maybe even the first Boyd game. I mean, the first Boyd game was a 2-1 game with an amazing pitcher, Abby, the freshman. I mean, it was just an amazing game.
Um, and I also want to ask about the regional finals. Just take me through that two games with Emory Reigns. It's a rematch. They've been sort of the one of the faces of 3A for the last 5 or 6 years. Um, just take me through those two games. The 19-9 second game. That's wild to me. But what was it like those two games and just to be able to knock them out?
I mean, we were waiting for that moment just to happen, and we practiced that whole entire week just to be ready for him. But I mean, the environment was amazing. We had everyone cheering for us. I mean, the teams were just amazing that we played.
All right, talking with Avery Howerton, Whitesboro pitcher. So we'll quickly get into some select. Really no rest for you guys. I'm sure that last game against Kahoma, and you're probably that's Saturday and Sunday. You're probably out at practice with Texas Glory, but you got some games going on. You play for Texas Glory's Shelton, uh, which is to me an all-star team. It's seems unfair to the other teams in the area, but um, what is it like to be on a team like that with so much talent, and then to be able to be coached by someone like Kevin Shelton and Texas Glory?
I mean, it's just fun, honestly, getting to compete every single weekend, not knowing you're going to play and knowing that you have to give your best if you're going to win.
And then as a team, I mean, does it help that every every girl, every player is, essentially a starter, and it just makes for you to be more competitive, and that's going to help you whether it's in high school or in college.
It really does, honestly. And I mean, we have an amazing coach, Kevin. He's just amazing. He's an amazing person and amazing coach.
Yeah, I mean, I know a few, the two girls from Melissa, Lulu, Adrian, who I'm supposed to have on tomorrow, Thursday. Then you had Kenny Bradley. Um, they won state. And then you have, I believe, Maddie Doty from Grandview, who went to the state final. I mean, it's just it's ridiculous how many great players and girls are on the team. But um, and I think Bam on the team too from SNS.
Yeah. We've played with each other for many years. We've been
Yeah,
with each other for a long time.
just talk about that the pitching circle with all your fellow pitchers, and just whether it's at practice having fun, making each other better, watching the other player in the playoffs or at state. Just what's the chemistry like within the pitching circle?
I mean, we're always cheering for each other on and off the field. I mean, even when we play against each other, we're making like we hope the other team does well. We hope like we played against SNS. Me and Bam were just hoping that we just struck each other out or something, or making sure we didn't get off like each other hits or something like that.
I mean, you're still trying to hit a home run off of her, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
And then just kind of take me through some of the things coming up. I know you guys are playing maybe starting Friday in McKinney. What's the next few weeks or the next month look like for Texas?
I think this week we're playing like local, and then next week I think we have the Colorado Patriot games, and then after that we go to like Indiana and then California.
Is there one tournament in particular that you're looking forward to?
Um, the Patriot games is probably my favorite because I think last year was the first year they've ever done it, and we won it. So that was just amazing, and we get to play inside the bubble, so that's like a fun experience.
And I'll get you out on this, just sort of a background for yourself, for our viewers to know about you more. But yeah, what is your softball background like? When did you start? When did you start pitching?
I think I started playing like at 4. I started really early, and then I probably started pitching around 8. So I've played for a long time.
Did uh, did you kind of want to pitch, or did it kind of just you know fell in your lap and it was like it just clicked?
Well, I think everyone at that age started to pitch, like every single buddy. But I mean, I just thought it was like really fun to pitch, and like it's fun to always have the ball in your control and just always having the control of the field.
And then how long have you been with Texas Glory?
Mm, I think since I was about 12, so I've been there for a little bit now.
Okay. And then is there a pitcher, whether high school ball or college, that like a favorite pitcher, maybe you kind of um, molded your game after?
I mean, when I was little, I always looked up to Coach Galloway, honestly. We were always watching her games on TV, or even we went to some of her games that she played around us. So, I mean, I think Galloway was really one of my favorite.
Okay. Yeah, it's Pilot Point, and then I think she pitched at uh, Louisiana Tech.
Hmm.
So that's pretty cool. Awesome. Hey, Avery, thank you so much for joining me, and it was so much fun getting to at least see your games, your stats. I promise I'll try to come to a game, maybe that SNS game next year with them.
It'll be amazing next year because we'll be a year older and everyone will just be mature by then. We'll also be committed by then. So, I mean, it'll be an
Uh,
amazing game.
we're looking forward to it. All right, Avery, thanks again for joining us, and enjoy the select games in the summer, and yeah, we'll see you next season.
Thank you.
All right, that's Avery Howerton, Whitesboro 2026 pitcher and hitter. and this is Game Time with the Goss, powered by Grey Wolf Promotions. If you want to check out some of the best high school fan gear, check them out at www.greywolfpromotions.com. And I am Brian Gossett with dmsportsmedia.com. Check us out. And thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.